Yandy is one of my babies who I love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Okay.
think in a million years that my baby Rasheeda and my other baby Yandy would be at odds.
I didn't either.
So what we saw Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is the fact that look, Mendeecees and Yandy are going through their own situation. Erica Banks brought the bone back. Hey Erica, I love Tutu featuring B King. Rest in peace. My favorite song of yours. I love you. But no, Erica brought the bone back. The thing about you, I think 'cause I know you so well. When they called you to the scene,
Mhm.
I know you so well. You look like what
Is this?
Right.
What they
Yo,
trying on?
You
That's what
can't-
I was thinking.
You can't be lying. And I said, my girl's like, what shit y'all got today? And Yandy, so long story short, it has been said that, Jasmine is friends with somebody that allegedly Mendeecees messed around with,
Mhm.
that you allegedly made a comment about that situation. Yandy talked to you about it. Eric, which, by the way, you're funny.
Mhm.
Did you say it? Did I say it? I mean, you said it. I did. You don't remember? I mean, you said I said it. Did I say it? So why are you asking me if I said it if you remember? I'm like, this back and forth is everything,
It
right?
is. Little
But you
tennis
have
match.
you have poor Yandy sitting back like, okay, what's going on? She feels like you did not defend her.
Mhm. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How was I supposed to defend her? I wasn't there.
So what is going on?
No, I'm
Because-
just saying I wasn't
Yeah.
there. Like, and if people in the world only just paid attention to things and stopped just running with narratives, they would see it very clearly. The whole little incident when the girls came to her, me and Kirk were gone. They was like, Jasmine was looking for Kirk and Rasheeda, and they ran into the Harrises. Well, Kirk and Jasmine had a whole conversation before they ran into the Harrises, just so that everybody knows. Y'all go back and watch the episode. Now, we left. I was damn near in my bed by the time that whole situation happened, just so you know. And for me, I just look at it like, what you finna say? I hear
Nothing.
you. Look, I can hear you.
listening, like,
And you ain't
go
talking,
ahead.
but I can hear you. I don't like when people try to throw something on you that is so false. Like they're trying to
The concept was
go ahead.
girlfriend, girl code. This
Right.
is what I'm going to run with, girl code, girlfriend. And this being honest, Rasheeda introduced her to her friends. Rasheeda gave her the game on the restaurant, how to get the liquor license, how to do stuff. She really put up on the game, right? But the thing is, people get to see what's said on TV. But when I had Cannon, Yandy she never got a phone call.
Well, those friends who supported me, that she wasn't a part of that.
Right. She never got phone call.
She never
Yandy.
talked to
this
me
day.
at all.
So
about
from then
the
to
situation.
now, she's never checked on her during that situation, and you can speak on it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I say when you say girl code, real friend, you try to get these people to rally up against, long story short, me and Rasheeda contract was up and motherfuckers was going for our spot. That's what really happened. Now I'm just keeping it 100.
However, I do want to
But let me
clear
get
this
back
up.
into this.
Go
I
ahead.
probably get mad in trouble for saying that. But anyway, it became a thing where somebody wanted a position, right? But Kai, my son, got into a collision. It was on the Shade Room, 8
It was
million
everywhere.
views,
It was
everything.
on
Yandy never called her to check on Kai. Is everything
When I
okay?
tell you, I heard from
everybody.
every person on the planet.
I could be
that.
home at this time because, I'm friends with Candy, Toya, Munya, everybody. We friends, right?
Yeah.
They was disappointed in me. They sat my ass down and was like, I had to get my ass whooped by them too, because we friends.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, ding dong, at the door, no announcement, how you got through the gate? Kai, whatever. They was there all the time checking on her. Like her friends were there supportively, wholeheartedly, right? What confused me is how of a sudden you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. You never checked on her even when it came alive. When Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then. But y'all friends.
And also, too, just for the thing, I don't like to be blamed for something that I had no parts of. Okay. And that's where I think my patience runs short. You can't sit here and say it's all because of Kirk and Rasheeda that we're dealing with this Jasmine situation. We can't say that because Jasmine and them and the girl, the other girl, Erica, they were talking to you about what your man had going on. That don't have nothing to do with us, okay? The thing that pissed me off about the whole little Erica situation and all of that was that scene happened like the scene after when I mentioned Yandy. It was like a whole month and some change. That scene where the girls attacked Yandy, that happened the last scene in season 12A. This whole conversation that happened in a whole new season, we done did new promos, the whole new thing. It's way later. So what pissed me off is I saw the play. I said, oh, y'all trying. Yeah, because it was right after that. You said, Erica said, you said. I'm like, oh, baby, you trying to pull a little New York 1-2 on the bitch. That's what kind of pissed me off. And that's what kind of took it there for me because I'm like, okay, now you want to play the friend card. But you know, Yandy, you've been doing this reality TV shit for a long time.
Before you.
Before me. So you know how the game going. You know the play. So if we real friends, we don't go past those lines. We keep it straight. We keep it 100. We keep it a buck. You already knew what you were doing. And so that's why I gave it the energy I gave and I said what I said because at the end of the day, I know what you're doing and it's okay. And if people want to run with it and say, Rasheeda's not a good friend, she's not a da-da-da, where your man stick his penis ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, with that being said, you did say in your confessional that, you know, it is rumored that allegedly Mendeecees has other women. Do you think Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy?
Have you ever asked that question in Atlanta?
Do you think Mendeecees cheating on Yandy? Okay. Yeah. Because first of all, hell no.
I left Atlanta for a reason.
Okay, then. There we go. Okay. Sounds like I played the fifth one for me, baby. Yeah.
You said it out your mouth.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
I never met Mendeecees. I don't know anything.
Let me tell you this. I want to say something.
No, Kirk. I want Rasheeda to answer.
Well,
because you said in your interview.
This is what I will say. I've seen things, and that's just that. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that. Because somebody's bringing me something. Now, had I walked in and seen this somebody, then I might pick up the phone and be like, baby, listen, I just walked in and seen your man going crazy. You better get your ass here before I whip his ass. You know.
Well, the things you seen were just like rumors.
You know, just a little bit people saying that be-day receipts, you know, that they have. But I'm really not that girl, though. Like, I'm not sitting here running around doing this and doing that. But also, too, I feel like this. Me and Yandy have not had that type of relationship. Like, we don't talk about our husbands. And I know people see the television side of things and we are in the same friend circles, but there's levels to friendships. And that's the thing. Like, she has her close, tight, bestie friends. Like I said, my friends, like when I go through stuff, we're there to hold each other down, not when the camera on, but in real life, you know, and not for a one-up to look good, because if you really felt like you've been holding me down, well, where were you, baby? That's all I'm saying is where you was at. I'm gonna be like, she said, well, Jessica, baby, dry your eyes. It's okay. But for real, it's like, that's the part that's that Gemini in me. It ain't no gray area. It's fucking black or white. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You said that and you did that. There was an agenda and it's totally fine. You can have the agenda. Y'all can have that. It's all cool. But don't sit here and try to play on my character like, oh my God, I've been holding you down so long and you ain't even got my back. Girl, where was you at when I was going through my shit? You didn't reach out that way. You ain't pull up on me. You know why? Because we don't know where each other lives. We never have.
Never been to each other's house.
We never been to each other's house.
Y'all ain't friends at all.
So then the world wants to look at me like I'm some type of...
You to her house or vice versa?
No.
Y'all ain't friends. Y'all ain't friends.
Not at the level of how somebody tried to play.
But y'all ain't friends.
Okay, this is a question. How many times have you and Yandy talked on the phone in the last 5 years?
Nigga. 1, 5, 4, 5, not a lot. I mean, we have a very thin
out
text
like
thread and a
supposed to be
very
like best
minute
friends, and that's where
call
we
log.
get confused. Like, when did this happen? Like,
So it's
oh,
okay if
wow.
people want to say Rasheeda ain't nobody friend. She ain't this. The people who I'm friends with, we know we're friends.
Again, I've been because I tell people all the time, and y'all can attest to this. There's like 3 different groups of friend groups in Atlanta.
Yes.
Right? Your friend group in Atlanta, y'all been friends for like 2 decades.
Three.
Or more. I was gonna say, or
damn
more,
3.
like longer.
Yeah.
Monica was just at Frost Bistro the other day and posted, we seen you and Monica support Sierra, vice versa. Like, your so that Yandy has her own friend group of girls I know, Quad, Portia, you know.
That
No,
part.
on some real shit.
Exactly.
Listen, I know
Yes.
the girls. Your friend group is Candy, Manetta, Toya, you know, like the Tiny, like that's your friend group. From my understanding, Yandy's friend group is Portia, Quad, and some other girls.
You know, Ami.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
and her New York friends.
Yeah, exactly. So when I saw the scene, I see 2 women who I know very well, and I as a producer, just me being real, I took it as, okay, bitch, we TV friends,
right?
And if that's the conversation, that's fine. But I never once took it as like you're a bad friend, and I never once took it like Yandy was trying something. But I want to ask this to you, Kirk. Do you feel like Yandy and Mendeecees are trying to come for y'all spot on the show?
Well, me and Mendeecees had a call, and there was a rumor going around. I had, they consider us some of the best business partners because we don't bother nobody. Like, I don't pick up the phone and call Mona when she was running it heavy, and I damn sure don't pick up the phone and call LaShawn and bother her now with her controlling it, right?
Shout out to LB.
Yeah, shout out to LB. LB, the big dog. Nobody knows that.
No, hi, LaShawn Brownie.
Yeah,
we know LaShawn.
He done pulled out the whole full league.
I'm not bad. Hey, LaShawn.
It's all good.
Yes.
So
she's amazing.
She's a real one though. She checked on Rasheeda. It was times when I'm just speeding back, but she came to the store to look at Rasheeda in her eyes and wanted to tell her so bad.
Like, are you good?
Right. So
right.
LaShawn was checking on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But back to that. I kind of feel like Mendeecees is first of all, he's from Harlem. Right. I'm from Harlem. I've been in Atlanta since '88 though, so I'm from Atlanta as well. Like, I got a lot of Atlanta roots, right? But I know the move. You get what I'm saying? Like, I see what was going on, but I didn't catch it in time because, well, I'll be doing a lot. But listen, if it's a way to get into a story that's the story, why not do it? Get your brag. I'm not mad at it, and I like Mendeecees. I say this all the time. I like Mendeecees. I bigged him up. I'm not in it. But we was on the phone one day, and producers had a little something that Rasheeda don't like a producer on the show, right? So he does spiteful shit to Rasheeda, and I had to check and say, listen, you about at my wit's end now. I'm telling the people, he do this again, I'm gonna fuck him up. Like, cause you playing, you thinking it's a joke, and I'm trying to let you know I don't rock like that. I keep it 100. I don't. So with me and Mendeecees, we good. We talking, and he told me, he said, listen, man, what had happened is it was a play. It didn't go the right way, but he told me on the phone, just straight up and down, you just gonna have to take it on the chin. Yo,
no, I know you wanted to go out.
I know you wanted to go out on top, because I said, well, I'm glad it's me and Rasheeda's last month season anyway. I'm glad to get the. I was just venting,
to your point.
I'm trying to negotiate. I want them to give me some more money. I'm trying to raise my pay. So I said the wrong.
Love y'all. Y'all keep it real.
You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers thinking we leaving. So now motherfuckers is challenging the position. I'm saying, so that's like, what the. So here's the thing. He told me, you're gonna have to take it on the chin, and I was like, what? Do you know who you're talking to? Oh, okay. So you want to, so it was like, we made it friendly competition, basically. Me and him started spatting over certain things. I started saying slick, probably shouldn't have said, you know what I'm saying? But you were saying slick shit too. So I'm like, we doing that then? If that's what you want to do, then this is what we doing. So, we start throwing jabs, and there's more to come. We start throwing jabs at each other, but not like disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just saying little shady shit, Now, here's the thing. You in Atlanta, we in Atlanta. I have friends that I love, who do certain things in their marriage and relationship. I don't judge them. I love them. I don't care. If you doing what you're doing, do what you do. I just feel like they held back some information from us that they should have told us. And that's me keeping it 100.
In terms of like things they knew about you guys, or just what they were going
Go to
through.
Vegas and look up me and Rasheeda marriage certificate.
Well, no, not in terms
Pull
of
it up
us, because
for me. Let's
one
go
thing
look.
I do have to say is me and Kirk been as transparent as you can fucking get when it comes to this
I
damn.
put shit on TV.
We put this shit out there. Like,
I
I've
don't
dealt with the
think-
whole.
I'm
in front
gonna
of
be honest, and
everyone.
I said this, and I'm getting in because I don't care where he put his private. It's his, right? This is me keeping it 100. But when you start saying slick shit like, well, I'm the only one on the show who ain't had a baby, you don't have all these goddamn baby mamas coming for Yandy. This is all. I'm just keeping it 100. But none of my, I'm not. This is stuff that happened on the show, right?
Yeah.
But I really feel like, for me, number one, what's happening for Mendeecees and Yandy, you know, for Atlanta to like you, it needs to happen because they funny down here anyway. You know, Atlanta is funny.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting some new traction, right? So I'm gonna give you your props. That's the Harlem in him. He's smart. I got to give him credit when credit is due, and I got to give her credit when credit is due because they attacked us in a way where now they're into it with Kirk and Rasheeda. And that's where I was like, I applaud you for that one. You did your big one, right? But I do think on No Shade, I'm like, bro, I've been to 2 weddings. For me to find out you motherfuckers really ain't married, that threw me for a loop.
Are Yandy and Mendeecees legally not married?
There's no marriage certificate.
A marriage certificate is a legal document and a public document that you can pull up and go get right now. That's what I will tell you.
So when he said taking on the chin, that's chess for me. It's like checkmate. You trying to get in a position that I currently hold. I'm like, you hold up. So I'm like, this is a married thing right here. You know, because you got to get there only by being a couple, right? So that was like break number 1. But if y'all got an open relationship, just say it. Instead of us thinking you cheating, because he's really not cheating if it's not what we think. Listen, I'm not disrespecting him because I fuck with him. But
really?
No, I really do. No, and I'm just saying if it's something different, I think just say that.
Do you think Yandy and Mendeecees have an open relationship?
It's something they're not telling the world, bro.
Okay.
Like I said, I do have respect for Mendeecees though. He's a cool dude. You know, he a smart dude too though. He laid back, but he cutting.
For me, it's just don't try to deflect and make it seem like it's us who's doing this to y'all. We don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. And then secondly, like I just say, you know, at some point, maybe living in your truth is probably a better option.